Hi, so do supplements support a healing journey when you are battling with chronic fatigue, burnout, adrenal fatigue? There is no simple yes or no answer to this, but I'm going to give you an answer. I always say to my clients, it's never as simple as one magic bullet. There is not one magic bullet. It is a very, very complex situation when someone comes to me with chronic fatigue, burnout, or adrenal fatigue. And let me just give you some background here. I'm a holistic psychologist, I'm a body talk practitioner, and I'm a vitality coach. I support clients with balancing body, mind, and spirit, so bringing it all together because it is all involved. So the supplements, which would be the physical, is not going to be the only answer. However, it certainly plays a role and can be supportive in certain situations and used in certain ways. Let me share a story to explain this. Towards the end of last year, we put our house on the market. It took forever to sell. We've been battling with finances, so we rented it out short term, moved in with my in-laws. Myself, my husband, my kids lived in this tiny little cottage on top of each other for 2.5 months. And we had a crazy busy season, with my husband being particularly busy at work, which was great but stressful. We finally put our house on the market. We don't know where we're going from here. And let me tell you, in case you don't know this, but I'm sure many of you have experienced it, anything to do with moving or changing homes is one of the topmost stresses that you can experience, because our home is our base. It is fundamentally hooked into ideas of survival and foundation. So I was using all my practices and my tools, and they were helping. They were helping me to stay stable and to manage the circumstances, to manage my stress, and it felt pretty good. However, it was really hard to do my practices. You know, there are times when I want to do them and I love doing them, and this just felt like a bit of a slog to do them every day, like I just had to. And I realize now, because I'll explain why, that I actually wasn't doing as well as I thought I was doing. I was doing well enough, certainly compared to when I'd experienced, full-blown burnout, chronic fatigue, etc. But now what has happened is that this little inner knowing popped up to just go, scaletium. Now, I've used scaletium in the past. It is a South African plant which is used in a supplement to support, it's believed to act on serotonin. It helps with bringing in calm and just really helping with a better tolerance of stress. There's like a sense of openness that comes with it. And I thought, that's a great idea, actually. Let me get some scaletium. So I started taking it. As it built up in my system, I've had this awareness of, wow, okay, so I could actually be better than I was back in December, because look how I'm feeling now. So it was necessary for that time. I needed something extra as I've been going through the stress. And what has happened is that it has helped my practices and my tools to be amplified. So it is a combination of the supplements and my practices and tools that have now brought a massive sense of well-being and peace and ease that can help me see that I actually didn't have as much as I thought I was in December, that actually I wasn't in as much a good place as I thought I was. And even when clients come to me with severe depression, I prefer not to go the medication route, but there have been times where I've said to them, you will only benefit from the therapy by perhaps starting on some kind of medication just to get you out of the rut. This does not happen often, but I have been known to do that, because sometimes we are needing something physically to make some changes so that emotionally, energetically, etc., we can truly benefit from those practices and that information and those changes that we bring in. So they work very well together. However, please do not give your power away to someone else to tell you what you should do with your body. You are unique. You are a unique individual. And yes, a medical practitioner is trained, but they are making an educated guess, okay, at the end of the day. So if you get told to take XYZ at XYZ dosage, don't just go, okay, yes, I will do it. Try perhaps starting a little bit less than what they tell you. Feel into what your body experiences. Feel how you respond to that. What symptoms do you have? You are also allowed to go back and say to them, this doesn't feel good. This doesn't feel right. Please start to listen to your body. As I have done this practice more and more and started to learn to really tune in and listen, I learned that I'm a fairy dust person. I take the 12-year-old dosage on supplements. I very seldom take anything chemical because I am very sensitive. Most of my burnout and adrenal fatigue and chronic fatigue clients are very sensitive. Most of them are neurodivergent, which comes with many types of sensitivities. So it's very important to learn what you can tolerate and how you can tolerate, and to also know that because you are sensitive, you also have access to your intuition. And this is so empowering. So that is where that little inner knowing comes in that goes, scaletium would be good for you right now. Carrots, it's the other one. I'll never forget the one time there was just this little you need to eat carrots kept on coming up for me. And then I remembered that there's a product made by a company called AIM, which is dehydrated carrots. So it's like a powder, carrot powder. And I started to have that in some water every day. What a profound difference it made. I just really needed carrots for some reason. So the long and the short of it is, yes, there's a time and place for supplements. Yes, 100% it can make a difference. However, please do not only use and rely on supplements. You have to do the rest of the work, because we need to bring in those feminine qualities of intuition, body connection, being with our emotions, and just generally being able to receive nourishment and life force, which is also feminine energy, which we can't do when we have disconnected from our bodies. We cannot heal if we're disconnected from our bodies. So these feminine skills, these feminine superpowers are so important, and they are within all of us regardless of gender identification. If you want to know more, please join me tomorrow, Thursday 23rd, for a free masterclass, Embrace Your Feminine Superpowers for More Vitality, Joy, and Ease, where I can share with you a whole lot more about recognizing where you're in imbalance, and then how to shift that, how to bring in more of those feminine skills, and how to reclaim that empowered, vital version of you that you just know is there. All right.